game with the 50-50. Game with the 50-50. All right, ladies, you got your fans? All right, now let's do a little work about let's here we go, y'all. I don't know if y'all know, but West Long and the 478 man. It's like,
good afternoon. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Earth Journey. Officially Black Titanic. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Hello, everybody. Oh, yeah. Queen Liz says, my kind of dance. That's right, girl. Love it. Hello, all. I want to come party with this group. Yeah. Make you want to get up and dance. Yes, I love it. Yes. And y'all know what? They gave a baby shower early part of the month that I was at. It's going to be my great niece having a baby. So I'm so blessed live to see the great niece having her child, all these different generations. I'm still alive to see. But anyway, she had a boy, y'all. But they actually played that song, and I jumped up. I knew that dance. They were saying, "Get it, Grandma, get it." I thought I was getting down, but yeah, y'all, I was the life of the party at that baby shower. Grandma loved to dance. All you gotta do put some music on, be teed up. She gonna be up and dancing. Anyway, hello, Queen Liz, Sharon, Godboat, Shirley Terrace. Hello. You guys, welcome, you guys. So, this thing we do know about Angie Stone, right? That's what's in the media today. But Angie Stone, she left a story behind, you guys. She left an important message behind, and that was reparation. She said, and I remember it kind of reminded me of Dr. Martin Luther King doing the Homestead Act when he was telling America when they gave all these acres of land away to the clear people, right? You took my ancestor land that was originally already over here and you gave it to these people. And we were not ever able to been compensated for that. So Martin Luther King said, I come to get my check. Yeah. This lady deserved her check, y'all. It's the same thing, centuries after century after century, where they use us, our labor, right, for free. Now, Sister Angie made a point. She should have been able to be retired, but now she look up. She broke at her age. She's 63, a senior citizen, and still got to get out here and hustle. Then she looked up and said, wait a minute, something wrong with this picture. Where is my money? I want my money. And righteously so, she deserved it, y'all. Because even if she's gone, that in itself is suspicious. But she has children and grandkids. She has all these different generations that she have birthed into this world, that her DNA is passing through, that she want to be able to pass generational wealth because she had worked. This lady had worked, y'all. So that's it on Angie. And then also the driver. Y'all ever wonder about the man that was driving the car? They said that it was 9 passengers in that van, and she was the only one to be deceased, you guys. And then the driver, yeah, I got a picture of him. I'm going to go ahead on and put that through. That's what we're going to watch right now. Oh, I forgot. I got to do house rules. House rules. Oh, boy. The copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, reporting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. So I just want to say everything is just my opinion and my subscribers' opinion. Yeah, I like to honor the ancestors, right? We should honor our ancestors. That's what I just want to say. When you acknowledge and honor the ancestral spiritual lineage within you, right? When you acknowledge, get in touch with your ancestors, you guys. Don't never forget your ancestor. That's your DNA flowing through you, right? All right. This just for relaxation. For the rising of the sun to the going down on it. May each and every one of us be blessed. Blessed going in the city, blessed going out the city, blessed in our home. Just our footsteps, just bless. Oh Lord, just bless me and my subscribers. All right, you guys, let's look at something. Oh boy. I'm finna run a video through you guys.
We often believe that, it has to work. And I understand that mentality. Of course we want our relationships to work, but not abusive relationships. That's not, no. We don't, not abuse. If it's abuse, and then getting to Dion's point about a lot of us don't even know that it's abuse because it was normalized to us. We grew up that way. I used to watch my parents do it all the time. So when I see it, this is nothing. This is nothing, but healthy relationships do not operate that way. They don't do that. They, when there's disagreements, yes, you have arguments, but we don't hit each other. We don't financially abuse, sexually abuse. We don't do those things to each other. Okay. I now have the spirit of discernment because I went through. I'm just looking at the comments, but say it again. After survivor leaves. Yeah, that's and to that point of when someone leaves, please understand it's very dangerous. When a divorce is happening, when a breakup is happening, it's very dangerous because there's something called post-separation abuse as well. This is where the abuser will start to use the court system to abuse that spouse. They're going to run them through that court system. They're going to go back every single time, especially if they have more finances than the other person. They're going to get high-powered attorneys. They're going to do everything in their power to make life hell for that victim. So, and then the victim has to go back to court to prove that it's not happening. It is a very, very hard, toxic situation. So, again, I know I keep saying this, but and anybody that is dealing with that, please make sure that you are getting help because it is very, very difficult to deal with. To go to court and listen to somebody say the things that they're saying and do the things that they're doing behind the court's back, and then you have to just sit with that because no one understands. they don't understand. But please know that it is a very, if you are leaving one of those circumstances, you should have a plan from a victim advocate or a therapist. There should be a plan, a safety plan. Okay, what if this happens? What if that happens? Because please never underestimate the lengths that abusers will go to harm their victims. They will go do many. They will do some crazy, and we've seen these things. So please be careful and support each other and make sure that we're tapping in with resources that can help us. I'll pause there, let everybody digest.
Yeah, and I want to piggyback off what you said about having a safety plan. And so for those of you who are maybe supporting someone who is in an abusive relationship, please keep.
So I do take domestic violence as being serious, but here it is. Destiny is got a platform, right, about domestic violence and saying that she is a victim of domestic violence, but the court says that she is the perpetrator, not her husband, her ex. But I just find it quite interesting that her hero is a convicted domestic violent person. Martel Holt been convicted of domestic violence. You have court records of how he abuses children, court records of how he's been convicted of domestic violence with his wife, yet that's who she viewed as her hero. Now, this makes sense now. Now she want to come back around and claim that she is a domestic violence victim, but it just don't make sense. Why is she hanging out with Martel? Why is she supporting Martel to violate his ex-wife and his children? Let me just listen to her counselor. Her counselor has no weight in this. They brought on a young man that's talking about domestic violence. I don't know who he is, but he's spitting facts. But Dion said there's no argument over there. Surely it's not, because you don't correct her. There's not going to be no argument because she dominates you even when she's wrong. You're supposed to be the counselor, the guidance, but she guides you. If she backs off from destiny. But here we go, you guys. This makes no sense to me. For this woman to put a trigger warning up here for domestic violence when she runs around, that's who her hero is Martel Hope.
And I'm not doing nothing for you because I didn't want to do all this stuff. But I was trained that way. I was trained to do that. I was trained to love my mother in this way. And now I have a woman that's requiring that same type of energy, and I can't give it to you because I've already been designed to give it to her. And so on the outside looking in, you're looking like, oh, he good to his mama. He should get whatever she wants. And you thinking in your mind, I'm gonna be that as his wife, and that is not the case. I'm just speaking from.
And then the other thing is that the relationship with the mother is only one metric that we can use. The one thing. There's many things that we need to look at. Okay, you might treat your mom right, but how are you being treated?
Destiny has came on. That's the only thing she ever gave us was her hatred for this man's mom, for LeBeric's mom. Now, she's been vocal on that.
How are you being treated? How does this person treat other people? And so one thing I always say about relationships is that time is your best friend. I know there's this rule out there. It's like, in 6 months you want to get married. Slow that down. Let's slow that down. Because listen, it happens to all of us. Listen. One thing that is in your favor is slowing it down. Abusers, toxic, narcissistic people want to speed it up and get you hooked really, really quickly. So they'll flash you and love bomb and all that other stuff. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is everything I've been always wanting. Okay. And then they got you locked in. Now you're pregnant, or you're married, or whatever the case is, you're locked in now. And that is the goal. And then you actually start seeing the real person. So I always tell people, I understand the 6 month rule. You don't want to be with somebody for long, but please slow it down. Please slow it down. Take your time. Take your time with people, because time is your best friend. It's going to show you who that person is. Man or woman, nobody can pretend forever. And it usually will come out. It's going to come out. You're going to start seeing little signs of it, and you just take notes like, oh, what is that? What is that? And I just say this, let's all do our due diligence when we're looking at, people, because the pretenders are really, really good at it. Okay? They're really good at it. They'll like, Destiny just said, they'll check all the boxes. They will check all the boxes.
Perfect on paper.
Exactly. But again, as time goes by, you start to see. And then here's another piece about it too, is that a lot of victims will become embarrassed once the abuse starts happening, because they sold this relationship to everyone. And they sold it. You got married. You got everybody knows about this relationship. And then so now everyone is like, oh, I can't tell anybody because I told them to come to the wedding, or I told them how good this person is. And so they won't say anything. They won't say anything. So I highly recommend, like I said, being in some type of counseling or therapy if you're dealing with some type of abuse, or if you think that you're dealing with some type of abuse, because that'll help you to strategize on what to do if you are in one of those circumstances. Because it is not easy. It is very, very difficult.
And let me say this. A lot of times abuse victims do not know that they're abuse victims. They have re-categorized it in their heads. They are the savior of this very broken person.
Just about to say that.
I'm going to fix this person. They see themselves as the strong, resilient person who can actually love this other person out of this situation. Because a lot of times abusers will, early on share their trauma with you and get you to buy into the idea that you're going to save them. You are not Holy Ghost Jr. Move on out the way. Let God do his job. Let the therapists do their job.
I was Holy Ghost Jr.
You're fired, okay? You're fired. I want to fire anybody.
I definitely was a Holy Ghost Jr., okay? I was absolutely. So when those triggers that you talked about, Dom, started to show, it was like, oh, we can go to therapy. Oh, you can go to anger management. Oh, I can love you through this. Like, we got this. We both got trauma. Let's go together.
Yes, and let me say this as a therapist, I do not want to see people together if there is abuse. It's contraindicated. So what I find is that the person that's being abused is more likely to be abused after the sessions. If people are actively being abused, some of the most volatile things that can happen is after a session because you just exposed them.
Yes. Ooh, Lord.
You just told on them. And
that's a no-no.
Yes. And people, they will drive 100 miles to protect their image and won't go up the block to change. So I need you to know that. I need you to know that when you get in there and you're thinking that if you tell the therapist that you're going to be able to help this person change, probably not. What I would recommend is that you go get your own therapy alone. Do not try to go to therapy with the person. Okay.
That's not going to work, because if I go to therapy and I'm an abuser, I'm going to pretend. If you can get me there. If you can get me there, I'm pretending.
Or they go to try to prove that.
Okay, y'all, I did make it in time. I did not see Melody. If you see up there, you guys, today was a bad day. They reset their trial. Y'all look, they are having, look at here, what's going on in this courtroom today. They are having jury trials today. They having a bunch of jury trials. And what happened is that I did see Martel. I did not see Melody, right? But it looks like to me they changed that date. They changed the date to February the 18th. 2025 at 9 a.m. And if y'all see all these people, if y'all can see these people coming down these stairs, all these people right that you see was coming out of Judge Payne's office. And more in there, they having a jury, a jury trial. So yeah, Martel seemed like he was lost, y'all. He did not have a lawyer with him. He was by himself. Head all shining. Arian was not with Martel at all, you guys. But what's happening right now is Judge Pate, the judge that was supposed to have been over them, she is actually having a jury trial. Now, right here I am over Judge Allison. I am over here at Judge Allison. This is this place right here. If you go in, Miss Alliston Austin. Can y'all see that? Miss Alliston Austin. Okay. This is the custody. This is the custody court right here. You guys, but I did manage to get a picture of Martel. That's all I got. And let's see what this says right here. Yeah. Okay, let me read this to y'all. Can y'all see this?
Time that America refused to give the Negro any land. Through an act of Congress, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farms. Not only that, today many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. And this is what we are faced with. And this is a reality. Now, when we come to Washington, in this campaign, we are coming to get our check.
Oh, that's what Angie said. I'm coming to get
Grand Marshals Ball. That's according to Mobile Area Mardi Gras Association. Now, her publicist Deborah Champagne told WSFA that the singer was scheduled to meet in Maryland today for a performance at the CIAA basketball tournament. Stone's publicist remembers her as an honest, talented person that left a big impact on the music industry.
Her songwriting skills were second to none. Literally, she wrote a lot of songs for the Sugar Hill Gang label that she never got credit for, and but she was just an incredible talent. I mean, when I say very smart, she was just a very, very smart woman.
There were 9 total passengers in the van, and Stone has been the only reported fatality. Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed released a statement saying, in part, Montgomery joins the music world in mourning the loss of Angie Stone, a trailblazer whose voice.
So Angie Stone died. This one is just a little bit I'm gonna take from expressive, y'all. Impressive, y'all. Anyway, she's showing the how the band tipped over, you guys. I'm not gonna play her voice. But what happened is that Angie was the only one to pass all these people in the car with her. So, so this is Angie Stone, you guys. This is from Impressive. Angie Stone, as you guys know, is a legend. She was in this van, and she's the only one that passed in the van. as you can see, there is the van right there that's flipped over, you guys. It flipped over. And out of all of those people that was in that van, Angie is the only one that died. They said 9 other people was in the van with Angie. This is from Impressive, you guys. You guys have to go back and look at the rest of this. This from Impressive.
Stone has died in a car crash. We're told she had just finished a concert in Mobile, Alabama Friday, was heading to Atlanta when the van she was riding in crashed. It's still not clear why they crashed or how the other people in the van are doing. The Grammy-nominated artist was known for songs like Wish I Didn't Miss You and No More Rain. She was also a member of the female hip-hop trio The Sequence. Angie Stone was 63 years old. R&B singer Angie Stone has died in a car crash. We're told
they didn't even show it.
Shout out to Campfire and
company, even though there's several class action lawsuits, people that were.
Let's start off with Angie Stone. This is Campfire and
working on my behalf. Never even registered the songs all.
The music recording and Campfire, you guys. Let me just start it from right here.
He's like the hot chick, and even the Kevin Hart comedy Right Along. Angie is survived by her son Michael, who she shares with D'Angelo, the singer, and daughter Diamond, and 2 grandkids. Angie Stone was only 63 years old. I won't deny that as soon as I heard this story, I wondered what the details were. But I also remember that Angie back in December had went on social media and basically said that the music industry, Universal Music Group specifically, had not paid her. And this is, and I think a lot of people just sort of heard it like, yeah, we've heard this story before, not realizing, no, this is serious. She's saying that she could have retired. Yeah. She would not be on the road right now touring if it wasn't for the fact that she still had to work. And that's the story of a lot of singers and songwriters right now. They're on tour because that's how they make their money. So Angie said this back in December.
A lot of my publishing, a lot of my royalties, my mechanicals, they have all pretty much been stolen. After 40-something years in the business, I'm like, where are my royalties going? Because I'm not getting this. Come to find out, Universal Music has been receiving all my royalties, all my mechanicals. They've taken pretty much everything. They've stolen, I won't say stolen, but they have taken all the monies that were due to me.
I say stolen. If it was supposed to go to you and it didn't go, sound like stealing to me.
Mechanicals. They've taken pretty much everything. They've stolen.
Call a spade a spade.
But they have taken all the monies that were due to me. They have basically absorbed in that company, even though there's several class action lawsuits, people that were working on my behalf, never even registered the songs, all the songs that I've done. I'm only coming to find out they were not properly registered by the companies that I signed over to. People that were supposed to do their due diligence. So I'm truly a walking testimony that God has carried me all this time. Because if you only knew how much money they have taken from me, how much they have stolen from me, money that I'm supposed to be, I should have been able to retire 20 years ago with the money I've made. So I'm just here to let you know, one way or the other, Universal Music, you're going to have to give up my coins. And so what I'm doing now is whatever is necessary to make sure they pay me for the legacy of my life, for my children and my grandchildren. They're going to have to give me my money.
And here's the thing. You'll see a lot of conspiracy theories. This is not what this video is about. This video is more so about exactly what she said at the end of this video. Yes. Because although Angie has lost her life, she still has a family. She still has children, grandchildren that are owed money that they will need to bury her. She was on the road trying to make up the money that she had not been receiving from these record
Shout out to the Music Recording Network and Campfire, you guys. You guys go over there and watch these two gentlemen. Angie Stone, Last Word, is from the Music Recording Network and Campfire. He lays it out that just because she's dead don't mean that her wishes can't come true. Her children and her grandkids is still alive, and they deserve to get paid. I come to get my check. Come to get my check, said Martin Luther King. Come to get my reparation.
Labels. So this video isn't about a conspiracy theory. This is just a reminder to the people that owe her.
Come on, man.
That she is going to need that money.
Come on, man.
She's owed that money. She worked hard for that money. And unfortunately, we've heard this story. You probably even remember the Behind the Music with TLC. We've been hearing these stories.
So Angie Stone driver has surfaced, you guys, but this is supposed to be his driver. The older guy with the beard. He's been linked with Rich Dollar. Is he Rich Dollar father? What relationship do he have with Rich Dollar? I only ever saw Rich Dollar mother. I never mentioned him saying anything about his dad. But this man has a lengthy record, you guys. So maybe he was in and out of jail all that time or in prison. But this is supposed to be the driver. Somebody asked, were you driving the car the day of the accident? Right. So I don't know what his relationship is to the family. This is from Mrs. Lowdown. But this is the driver of the car, the man with the beard. I'm getting this from Miss Lowdown. Let's see if I can go back. This is a solo piece.
Did he hire him because he?
Okay, yeah. That's the voice of Miss Lowdown, y'all. Miss Lowdown, yeah. According to that, it says you was driving Angie Stone the day of the wreck. T. Boogie Gordon asked him, right? So I don't know. I didn't see where he answered him. This is Father Leather Carter. Leather Carter said work never stopped. The fact is that it feels so good. Anyway, they just happened. Who paid you to drive our good sis? They asking him a question, you guys. There he is. Hey, handsome. We're talking about the man with the beard, you guys. But you was driving Angie Stone the day of the wreck. Oh, wow. So I don't know about it, but I do know that there were many people. I think they said it was 9 people in that van. She's the only one to get killed. Now, you guys that don't know me very well, some of you guys know me as Black Titanic or BT. I was hit by 2 18-wheelers, smashed in the middle, you guys. Me and my 2 grandbabies, and God forbid I had a lot of problems, but I survived. Why is it that Angie is the only one to die in that? Why does every time we have these artists come forth about their royalties or getting their masters, that they end up being deleted? Some kind of way, mysterious death occurred. We got Prince, we got Michael Jackson, right? We got Angie Stone. Don't forget Luther Vandross. Y'all, that right there bothers me with Luther Vandross. Nobody talks about Luther Vandross. The next thing you know, he had just died, y'all. But anyway, getting back to Angie, she did say share her video. And that's what I want to do. She came forth and tried to take the lid off of what was going on with this industry. Now, Angie is not the only one to ever say that she have been deceived by this industry. That's why it's good to know the business side. But what you're looking at the driver. And this driver has been linked some kind of way to Rich Dollar. We want to know, is this Rich Dollar dad? That's what we want to know. Hey, Miss Pinky, how are you doing?
Hello, good morning. I'm doing just fine. And hello, can I take a moment, Black Titanic, and just say something, if that's okay with you, without
Go
getting
ahead
cut
on.
off and redirected? Huh?
Go ahead on.
Okay. This morning, you called me and told me you was going live. So came into my YouTube studio. My computers, remember I told you I got all this new gaming, high efficient computer system and all this and stuff. My husband is not here. My son is not here. I can't get in because it only recognized me by my face when I do anything now. And it's not recognizing my face. So I can't log on to my computer. I can't even do much to my phone because they did something to my phone where if I don't do something and I don't know a password, I don't know anything. It's just supposed to, when I sit down, it's supposed to recognize me, and it's not recognizing me. My daughter tried to help me. We can't get in. So I cannot say good morning to anybody because when I type from my phone, it goes through all this other stuff. It's not recognizing my fingerprint or something. I don't know. They got me all high tech set up because, these are high tech people. They changed that. And so I cannot say hello to anybody, but let me just say, Edna, hello, Impetitious, Queenie, Divine, Sharon, Shirley Terry, hello to everybody. I'm sorry. I'm barely being able to use my phone because they took my phone, they did things to it to match up with this high powered gaming computer that's too fast for me. I don't know what the heck they've been doing. And so I'm at a loss.
Okay, you know
So
what?
I just want to say that to everybody without getting cut off or
I'm glad
redirected.
you
I'm
figure
sorry.
it out. And you're here and you didn't figure it out. So good for you.
No, I didn't figure it out. I'm barely hanging on because I can only get on through this phone, but I can't type in it because I have to do other stuff. So I'm just going to say hello to everybody in the chat.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Okay. All right. Well, what do you think about that video by Angie
I got
Stone?
that entire video. That's a 38-minute video of Angie Stone talking, right? I got
Right.
that. I put that video on. I did 4 um, videos on her last night alive. I got that video on all of my, at least 2 of my lives or 3
What you
and
think
everything, the
about?
whole video nonstop.
What do you think about this
I think
situation?
it was. I think she was trying to warn everybody because she knew once she started talking, um, and this is very suspicious. This is not by coincidence that that Mercedes Sprinter van, uh, got into an accident with everybody coming out walking except for her. And my understanding, I'm just going to say it. My understanding was she wasn't she was incapacitated when she was in that van. And this is not the first time she's been incapacitated and don't know. She was not sitting in the van like everybody else, sitting up laughing and talking. And so it wasn't easy for her to be the only one that's not living and breathing after this accident. And that was a triple accident because the van had an accident and then the 18-wheeler came along and hit it. And if you realize, everybody, she was putting this stuff out and doing that whole interview, that little live she did and sitting at her table in her kitchen. She kept dropping hints. I broke down me and one other person. I had broken down. That's why I've been talking about it for since the day of her passing. But one other person came up on my live last night, and I brought him up in the very beginning. And I said, we're going to analyze and break this down. We're going to dissect this interview. And that's what we did. And we played the entire interview. And that interview, if you listen to things, she kept saying, the devil is trying to get me. She kept bringing up the devil. She said the devil so many times, I lost count. And she never explained about that needle. Why would somebody of her capacity be using a needle? Or she didn't say who gave her, stuck the needle in her arm. Think about it. If it was somebody at a lab doing lab work or this type of work, or
she was in the hospital. She was in the hospital. She had some kind of sepsis in her blood. And
wait now. That is what brought her there. But that needle.
Yeah, the needle is
no. Well, I'll let you go ahead and say that. But that's not. I'm not going to say that's not correct. I'll just let you go ahead and say what, because it's your platform, your channel. But I already broke that down. That needle is the one that took her to the hospital with that blood infection. She didn't get that blood infection in the hospital from that needle. She got that blood infection before she got to the hospital. Because why wouldn't she say a nurse or a doctor or somebody gave it to her while she was in the hospital? No. But I'm not going to say that because this is your platform. But Angie Stone, that needle, and she said she did not know she had that blood infection until she got into the hospital. And she they rushed her to ICU, and she went to got up and went into the bathroom, and she passed out. And the nurse said that she shouldn't have been there, but she never explained when she did not get that needle stick in the hospital. Of course, they're going to stick you in the hospital. She got that before because she was still walking around and didn't know she got rushed to the hospital because she could not breathe. She was having problems breathing.
Yeah. Well, anyway, she did leave that message she left behind, which each and every one of us could grasp. We could be thinking about leaving some kind of wealth behind to our children,
Mm-hmm.
So that's what she was thinking about. She was ready to retire. At her age, she should have been retired.
She's been in the industry 40 to 50 years.
Yeah.
40 to 50 years. And 9 people. If you ever look at every time there's a car accident or airplane accident, they put people in place that's casualties. These are spiritual war casualties. These people don't matter to them. They don't bring nothing to the table. And she was getting ready to speak out. She was speaking out. She named the record label, and that the fact that they did not give her royalties, her mechanicals, her publishing. And okay, I'm going to be quiet.
Yeah, okay, we kind of switched it to the earlier part of it. About destiny?
Okay, wait, let me just jump down. My husband is calling me, so I can learn to get myself into this computer. I'm going to get right back up after this call, okay?
Okay, yeah. So I'll just finish it on up, you guys. Y'all remember, was Destiny comes on there with her counselor, and they're advocating on domestic violence, right? But my problem I had with that was, why is Destiny supporting someone that's been convicted of domestic violence? This is on her Mental Monday. This is what they're having over there on Mental Monday. How to support a survivor of domestic violence. This the topic they're having over there. And then I'm thinking about this counselor. When will you correct this lady or anything? She just dead weight over there, because actually Destiny dominate this lady from what I see. If Destiny disagree with this lady, she gonna dominate her. And then she gonna back down and never correct Destiny. Anyway, so Destiny and Martel got similar characteristics to me. They both sing like they're knocks, right? And they sing like they're doing the same thing as using the court system to control and manipulate their exes. This is just what I'm observing, you guys. God forbid if this is really going on with Destiny. I feel bad for her if she's really going through some kind of domestic violence. But it's just so hard to even believe it because of how she moves around in life, you know. Yeah. So I'm going to put this next one through, this next video on through. Video file. Hope you guys are having a blessed day. Oh, shout out to Miss Diagnose. Hey, I hope you hear me, Miss Diagnose. Oh my God, I think it's this one. Hi, Miss Diagnose. Says Black Titanic with boots on the ground. Investigator report located at Huntsville, Alabama, Madison County Courthouse. Martel is rushing inside the courtroom, y'all. I'm just give y'all walk to walk as I see it. He's rushing. The court began at 9 a.m. I looked at my time. It's 9:20, and he is rushing inside of the courtroom. The courtroom. What went down on the courtroom? Child, everything was going down inside that courtroom. It was back-to-back jury trial. Honey, seemed like the whole black community, the whole Northwest area was dumped on that day, on that Judge Pate. Okay, at the time, neither one of us knew what was going on, me or Martel, right? So Martel is rushing up the court right now. Hi, Martel Hopes, how are you? You don't want to say anything about your court case? Okay, you too, Martel. As y'all can see, Martel Hope is showing up. He's going into the courtroom, you guys. I just saw Martel Hope. He did show up, you guys. The problem is, will Martel behave himself? Will he be aggressive in that courtroom, right? I spoke to him. I said, you got anything you want to say about the court case? He said, no. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays to you. Okay, you guys, it's cold out here. Pinky, I'll be getting back with y'all. I just sent Pinky a video of Martel. Truth, he has a video of Martel. I'm going on the inside. Now, this workplace bullying has been allowed to be under CK. I don't know what y'all call it. Do they have an HR management? But this workplace bullying has gotten so bad that it has led us to court. Harassment communication. This is the RP. I'm going in, y'all. It's cold. First of all, it's freezing out here, y'all. Okay, you guys, I'm here in this, as you can see, I saw Martel standing up in the hallway. Yeah, I see Martel standing up in the hallway, you guys. It's so packed up here. I mean, when I say packed, it's very packed. Even inside that courtroom, Donna S. Pate got her hands full this morning. She got her hands full. And I did see Martel. I don't know what they're doing. I don't even know if they continue this case or what, but when I went in there, it's just it's like 100 people in there. Okay, you guys, I'm here in this, as you can see, I saw Martel standing up in the hallway. Yeah, I see Martel standing up in the hallway, you guys. It's so packed up here. I mean, when I say packed, it's very packed. Even inside that courtroom, Donna S. Pate got her hands full this morning. She got her hands full. And I did see Martel. I don't know what they're doing. I don't even know if they continue this case or what, but when I went in there, it's like 100 people in there. Usual, I just saw Martel Hope. He did show up, you guys. The problem is, will Martel behave himself? Will he be aggressive in that courtroom, right? I spoke to him. I said, you got anything you want to say about the court case? He said, no. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays to you. Okay, you guys, it's cold out here. Pinky, I'll be getting back with y'all. I just sent Pinky a video of Martel. Truth, he has a video of Martel. I'm going on the inside. Now, this workplace bullying has been allowed to be under CK. I don't know what y'all call it. Do they have an HR management? But this workplace bullying has gotten so bad that it has led us to court. Harassment communication. This is the RP. I'm going in, y'all. It's cold. First of all, it's freezing. Okay, y'all. I did make it in time. I did not see Melody. If you see up there, you guys, today was a bad day. They reset their trial. Y'all look, they are having, look at here, what's going on in this courtroom today. They are having jury trials today. They having a bunch of jury trials. And what happened is that I did see Martel. I did not see Melody, right? But that looks like to me they changed that date. They changed the date to February the 18th, 2025 at 9 a.m. And if y'all see all these people, if y'all can see these people coming down these stairs, all these people, right, that you see was coming out of Judge Pate's office. And more in there, they having a jury, a jury trial. So yeah, Martel seemed like he was lost, y'all. He did not have a lawyer with him. He was by himself, head all shining. Arian was not with Martel at all, you guys. But what's happening right now is Judge Pate, the judge that was supposed to have been over them, she is actually having a jury trial. Now, right here I am over Judge Allison. I am over here at Judge Allison's. This is this place right here. We go in. Miss Alliston Austin. Can y'all see that? Miss Alliston Austin. Okay. This is the custody. This is the custody court right here. You guys, but I did manage to get a picture of Martel. That's all I got. And let's see what this says right here. Yeah. Okay, let me read this to y'all. Can y'all see this? Okay, now here's the next step. The next step is I go to the clerk office because I had already went to the clerk office by then, and I came downstairs, and where y'all see me at is right at Judge Allison office. That is the child custody judge. So I had not had a chance to read over this paperwork that the lady had gave me. So when I'm reading this paperwork and I'm talking to Pinky at the same time, I don't have a clear understanding as to what I had in my hand. So I was able to look at it very well once things quieted down, and I saw that at the ending of the paperwork, it was signed by Judge Allison. So Judge Allison, bingo, light bulb goes off of my head that this February date right here does not apply to the criminal case, right? So that's what I want to know. When I went to the clerk, and I just wanted to make sure that I was not missing this court. I was not there to miss this court. And I even inquired, I even went on the inside. And I asked if I could sit in there. They said, yeah, I could sit in there. Then I realized that, Martel went in another direction. So it must not be this court right here. I went to the, anyway, y'all, it's not on the 6th floor. It's on the 8th floor. Judge Pate court is on the 8th floor. So then I went down to the clerk office, right? And I had the clerk look it up. So I make sure that I wasn't missing that day. She looked everything up, and it was, at that time, she couldn't tell me what had happened. All she could tell me is that Judge Pate would not be hearing their case, Melody and Martel case, that day, because she had back-to-back jury trials. If y'all saw those people coming down those stairs, those people were coming out of Judge Allison's courtroom, y'all. It was the ending of it, right? So now I'm getting ready to read this paperwork to y'all. with a clear understanding. This has nothing to do with the criminal case. This is just that this is something that Melody requested to have her child custody case heard after the criminal case. But Martel, he go again, to slip through the cracks again, because he has some timing. You got time on your hand. If you use it wisely, you can do something with it, like prepare your case. So that's another thing. Another thing I want to clear up is I don't know about a lawyer. All I can tell y'all is what I saw. I saw Martel come in by himself, and when he left by himself. So I can't tell y'all nothing else. I don't know if he had a lawyer that he had met with earlier, or he was to meet the lawyer somewhere in that building. Because that's typical. Sometimes you don't always walk in there with your lawyer. I remember the first time I went, Melody had a lawyer and Melody lawyer was there maybe a good 30 minutes before she arrived. Then Melody arrived. Melody was not late, have you to know. But that's just how it is. Sometimes you can meet your lawyer at the courthouse. You have already discussed everything and you're just ready to go to trial. All right, you guys. So I hope I got that cleared up. I did go inside the courthouse, as y'all can see. I heard words slinging around that I did not go inside the courtroom. Y'all, why would I drive from a certain part of Alabama? My sister don't live in Huntsville. She lives in another city, y'all. So I'm staying over here with my sister, why would I drive from another city to go to Huntsville to report on a case and stand outside in the cold? Y'all saw how I was dressed. I trying to get cute out there. Y'all saw I had on a hoodie, I had on a scarf, I had on 2 pairs of pants. I was ready for that cold, but I'm not ready to stand out there. I said what I had to say, and then I got on the inside of the building. Yes, I went inside the building for those of you saying that I did not go on the inside. Oh, Lord. Okay, we got that cleared up. Y'all can see that's evidence. We debunked that, right? I'm inside the building, right? The lawyer thing, I don't know about a lawyer. I can just say he came in there by himself and he left by himself. That's all I can say. I don't know whether the man has a lawyer or not, right? The reason for the resetting of the trial, Judge Tate, back to back jury trials. So I have not seen the paperwork myself. I heard that if y'all want to speculate, I heard from another content creator that it had been changed to almost at the end of the month, the criminal charge. So it was going to be after the child custody case. But I believe Melody got to move some stuff around. They got to play chess with these people. She wants to make sure they had then heard that criminal case and then go into child custody, because that would be some banging evidence right there to get her children and to make sure she keep her children. All right, you guys, this is Black Titanic, and this is just me piling up on y'all as to how my day went when I was down there. It was cold. Some of you did help out with the gas money. I thank you. I thank y'all for that. Says in the Circuit Court of Madison, Alabama, Melody Holtz is the plaintiff, Martel is the defendant, and it says that it is ordered, adjudged, and decreed that the above referenced matter is hereby reset by the court due to a criminal jury trial scheduled to last for 2 weeks. So he got off on a technicality. That's right, you guys. I showed y'all this is jury is going on, you guys. This matter is specifically set for the 18th day of February 2025 at 9 a.m. at the Courthouse, number 116 of the Madison County Courthouse. Done the 7th day of November 2024, Miss Alliston Austin. So, yeah. The court date has been reset, but this was Miss Austin, y'all. All right, you guys, this is Black Titanic. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. I do know that an update was for February 28th for this domestic violence case between Martel and Melody. So, however, I have not been keeping up with Martel. I don't know whether the date was moved again, because I do know February the 28th was the date that was reset for the criminal hearing of that case. However, I didn't hear anybody report anything on it. Maybe Martel moved the case up. Y'all know what Knox like to do. Knox love to use the justice system, the court system, to keep control of their victim. Now the judge had ordered that he can't have no contact with her. So that's bothering him. So what can he have contact with her? In court with Melody. We're talking about Melody, yes. This man forever taking her to court. This man is a narc. And this man really feels like he can win. But get this, y'all. He's still telling his side chick that, according to the side chick, that within 5 years now that Melody is coming back. It's that he feel like she coming back to him, and he's gonna bully Melody to coming back to him. Meanwhile, the side chick is trying to get Anthony to talk some sense in Martel about his decision that he's making, about how he keep chasing Melody, and Melody is, not thinking about him. Melody has bossed up and left them behind, y'all. But anyway, a narc uses the justice system for control. Yes. He thinks that he's going to win Melody back. Martel, how dare you? You don't want to say anything about the court case? Okay, you too, Martel. As y'all can see, Martel is going into the courtroom, you guys. Martel, how dare you? You there, Miss Pinky? You don't want to say anything? Let me remove this off the page. Woo! This court case keep coming up, girl. This Love and Marriage Huntsville, all of them stay in court all the time. Got me right along with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to say I'm on my computer now.
Okay, great.
Got me hooked up, explained to me. Yeah.
Yeah, you more familiar with your own computer.
Yeah, this is this new thing. I can't take it.
I understand. So I was trying, before you got off, I wanted to talk about Destiny and her counselor. It seemed like the counselor make it seem as though Martel is harmless and Destiny is harmless. What she did was really bad when she was inviting Melody to places that she know that Martel is going to be at, and she already know they have a restraining order on there. Now, if Melody would have showed up, she would have violated her own restraining order. But that's why I want you to comment on that counselor on that topic.
Okay. When I only saw that interaction on that live of Destiny's one time, but it didn't take a brain scientist to see that something is not right. That was the day. That was after her calling Melanie a groomer. Okay, so she was trying to explain and contradict herself and trying to push it off on somebody else bringing it up when obviously it was her. That word was not used until he brought it up. Okay, and that counselor, for some reason, if you are the person of authority, just like as a teacher is over a child, they're the authority. If a doctor is over a patient, that person is of authority. So that counselor or that coach or whatever she is supposed to be authority over Destiny, helping Destiny with her issues, her mental issues, right? But it seems like Destiny controls and rules the woman. So it's a breakdown somewhere. That woman backs down and agrees to what Destiny's saying, and anybody, even an ordinary person, people that's not even in the medical field, can see. If we can see, and we don't have that training, why is it that we can see this is not right? Something is wrong. Destiny is mentally unfit, and this woman is letting a mentally unfit woman challenge her on live social media where hundreds and thousands of people at any point in any time to see it. And for Destiny to do that, and this woman back down and recount and say things that don't make any sense to us, something is wrong with this picture, Black Dot Panic. Something is really wrong with this picture. And it seems like somebody needs to, her license or something needs to be in question, or she needs to drop Destiny as a, what do you call it? A patient or whatever. I don't know. I just don't know. I've never seen nothing like that before.
Yeah, Destiny really defended Martell behavior on that panel over there. Out there at the where they were playing hide and go seek and stuff at the field day. The field day, yeah.
Right.
She really, really, really got upset with the counselor because the counselor did, told her she may need to pull back from Martell. She disagreed with her, and then the counselor backed down.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what counselor, when you know you got a mentally challenged person or a person that got issues or a narcissist, counselors are supposed to recognize those type of people or narcissists, and they know that they have to hold a whole study and be strong around them because they'll gaslight and challenge them if they're not strong enough. And for her to let Destiny time and time again, and I'm quite sure she see it I'm quite sure somebody told her or said something, and she still continued to do the same behavior with a narcissist because Destiny ain't very, to me, she's a dangerous woman. She is. She's a very dangerous woman with her words and her actions. We see it from time to time on this show. Whenever she's given time to film, and even when she's not filming, she's dangerous. So you have to watch yourself around her. Watch the things that you say and remember what you say. Make sure you say things that's powerful and meaningful so that you don't forget. You can't just flappily talk with her. You have to make sure you talk with a purpose around her. So she don't get the upper hand because she's waiting on a chance to gaslight you or twist what you just said.
Yes, always twisting. And like over there today, she was saying that the mother-in-law was trying to force her to love her, and she was not ready for no relationship like that with her mother-in-law. Talking about Little Barrick's mother now, because she was forced to love the lady that birthed her. So, I'm like, wow. So that transferred, those feelings transferred to LeBerrick's mother. Now she probably just being a mother. That's it. But she couldn't accept that. She said she felt like she was trying to force her. And I'm like, wow. That first mother, when she abandoned Destiny, she really left her mentally damaged. She traumatized her.
Right.
That mama traumatized Destiny when she left her. So nobody don't know what done happened to her while she going from foster home to foster home.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you know what? The fact that she called it forcing LeBerrick's mom, LB mom, trying to force her to love her, that don't even make any sense to me. A normal person, that don't even make no sense. How is she just being a caring mother? And Destiny don't like mothers, period. She don't like Miss Van. She don't like women that got mothers in their life.
Hey, listen. I need you to talk to the audience. You can go and finish doing it. I'm looking for something.
Okay, but thank you, Black Titanic. I feel that she don't like anybody that got a mother figure that's loving. Now, if your mom is some mess like Wanda, she welcome that. You see, she can get along with Wanda. She can get along with all these messy moms. Uh, any mom that's full of mess and hate and evil, she get along with them because that's what she knows. So when she comes to a mother like Melanie's mom, like LB's mom, oh, she don't know how to handle that because she's not used to seeing love come her way. She operates out of the way she was brought up. And and most time, just because a person was brought up that way, out of with a rotten mother and put in foster care, and then the other parent have to go get you. That don't mean they grow up acting and treating other people like that. You see what I'm saying? They'll grow up as a child, and as they get older, and say, "I'm never going to do that the way my mother treated me. I'm never going to do that, or I'm going to help people that was put in foster care that was treated badly. I'm
Yeah.
going to help." But instead, she is into a demon devil herself. She's doing just like her mother. She's just like her mother. Even with her own son, she's just like her mother. And I saw the video how she treated that child. And that child begged for don't unalive me. What
You
child
know
hit
what?
you
That was
say that?
very disturbing. That was disturbing.
Yeah,
That little boy was screaming to the top of his voice, "Don't unalive me!"
yeah. So
And
that means they were very scared
she
there.
was trying to hush him up. She was trying to hush him up so nobody couldn't hear him, but he made sure we heard him. And then I later on read that little Barry, they had to, that worried him. He had to rush over there to try to get his child.
Right. Oh yes, you're right. And for her to then, because he is very thinking of him, he doesn't go around her now without it being videotaped. He got a camera. So when he's around her, she can't twist stuff because he can come and for the sake in the caring for his child and talk to her like she's a human, a woman, and a human, and she'd turn that around like he came over and abused her and he tried to unalive her and the kid and everything. You don't trust this demon. She is a demon
Hold
and
on,
she's
Pinky.
dangerous.
Pinky.
Okay.
Let me tell them this right here before I forget. This is my update on my trial, you guys. So I thank you guys for the GoFundMe, right? Thank you all. I wouldn't know what I would do if it weren't for you guys. Thank you so much for helping me out in the GoFundMe. And yes, I don't want nobody to be trying to accuse True T of doing nothing wrong. Yes, she did rent me a car the last time I had to go down there. My car had broke down and I had to get to court. So she rented me a car. So seems like somebody was making a big deal out of that. But yeah, well, that's part of the GoFundMe too for my transportation and gas. So I do thank y'all. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm just talking about the haters that is trying to accuse a True T of doing something that she ain't had no business doing. But I just had to say this to you. That was you really that it's nothing illegal about renting a car. Nothing at all. It's illegal to rent a car. But anyway, y'all, so the date, can you see that date or do I have to make it?
The date on it,
Can you just read the thing for me?
Okay, I'll read it all. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll go ahead.
Notice of case setting start right there.
Okay, notice of case setting. Notice of case setting in the Circuit Court of Madison County, Alabama. Maurice J. Scott Sr. versus, that's anonymous. Okay. Sharita L. McNeil, aka Anonymous, ETAL. Okay. The following matter is set for hearing. D003 Griffin Helen, aka Omar, aka Black Titanic, aka BT, aka motion for default judgment. Filer Humphrey Karen Denise.
Now stop right there. Stop right there. But y'all getting on my nerve with it. Y'all see who my lawyer is. Miss Karen Humphrey. Not Sharita L. McNeil, but Miss Karen Humphrey. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. There's nothing wrong with hiring your sister. If Sharita McNeil would have been qualified as a lawyer and I need her, sure, I'll hire her. What's wrong with hiring your sister? I don't get it. I don't know what the big deal is. They're saying, this is what they're saying, that, maybe she is the lawyer and we're all in cahoots together on this GoFundMe, child. Really. So anyway, but the lawyer is Miss Karen Humphrey, you guys. All right.
Okay. So the attorney is Humphrey Karen Denise. That's the attorney on file. And Anonymous at Maurice J. Scott Sr. versus Anonymous. So that's who is on the dock, okay? But the hearing date is April 15th, 2025. Hearing time is 10:30 a.m. And so April 15th is coming up, guys. It's coming up in no time. I think that's next month. It's April. It's going to be next month is the hearing date, okay? And the time is 10:30 a.m. The location of the hearing is the courtroom number 1 on the second floor, and that's Central Standard Time. And the notice date, notice date is 2/10. That was February the 10th, 2025, at 4:47 and 47 minutes p.m.
Okay, yeah. So now, to let y'all know, since y'all get paid the money for the lawyer, this is who y'all paying for. The first fee that y'all sent was to represent Maurice. Now, these fees that y'all paying for now is for On Network, y'all. So we going to court with On Network. They officially on the case. They've been on the case, but we officially have to pay them So we go get ready to go sling it out. It's gonna be my lawyer against On Network lawyer. He bought 3 of them with him. It was him and 2 other people. Maybe they were his assistant. Of course, Maurice. So it's gonna be 3, 4 people against my lawyer. But she doing it though, you guys. She's a great lawyer. And thank you guys. Thank you so much. All right. Let me read some of these comments down here and then I'm gonna get ready to go. You can say whatever you need to say. You got something to say, young lady? You still there?
Yes, I'm still here. I just was muted while you was talking. Yes. I just want to say that I'm going to go back until that Angela Stone, and then that's all I want to say. That is suspicious, guys. She gave us warnings and everything, so I have been covering it since her death, her unaliving, and I will be doing it again today. I got the whole 38-minute video and other stuff, and I'm going to continue to cover this because there's a rat. It smells like a rat, and this woman should still be living here. She should still be living and walking.
She was only 63.
63 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's all I got to say. And I'm going to say prayers go out to her 2 kids and her grandkids and stuff. Like she said, they was the only one holding her down when they were trying to take her out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you, Black Top Panic, for letting me say that.
Can you talk to the audience for me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I will. And then, y'all, make sure you go back and watch that video of that full live that she did, because she dropped so many hints and gems, so many in there. I decipher me and another subscriber of mine that whole video. Okay, I've been doing it and working on it since her death because it didn't smell right. It don't. Too many times when people of her caliber in the industry, in the music industry, get ready to speak out, they end up in the hospital. They don't know how they got there, but they end up in the hospital of not their own doing. And also, there's a lot of times they put 9 people with them, and the artists always make 10. Think about Aaliyah's Plane. You think about all these other people. Think about what's that? Left Eye.
Look at me. I'm sorry. I survived this. Look, this is this is me right here.
Mm-hmm.
I survived. I was wondering. I survived. I was in that little Dodge and smashed like a sardine. I'm wondering why is it that Angie is the only one pass? It's so suspicious, don't you think so?
Yeah, it is suspicious. And think about it, y'all. The music label. Why do they take? They did one of those CK things. Take a whole long time to speak out or to say something. This is one of the biggest money makers. Angie Stone didn't just make great music for herself because she was her own writer. She didn't have people writing for her. She wrote for other people. She wrote music for other people. And when she write that music for other people, who got the credit for it? The label. Did she get paid for all that music she was giving to these other artists? No. The label got that money. They got all her royalties, all her mechanicals, all of her stuff, all her publishing. They got it. And she worked for 40 to 50 years in the industry. She's an OG.
This just been going on ever since they got put their foot over here on this earth. just take our stuff. They just take our stuff. Look, we just deserve reparation. That's why I say she really left a story behind.
Right.
Something that we all need to fight for. Reparation. Her reparation, she's talking about how they worked her like a Hebrew slave in that industry, and she broke. She has nothing to pass down to her children and her grandkids.
And she worked and made millions a year. She didn't make a couple $100 a month. She made millions a year. And she lived in that home that I saw. If you look at that home behind her, she looked like she living in a starter home. And she's struggling to take care of her kids and all this stuff. She should have had all kind of folks up in that house.
Well, she did. That's the thing, that we do not have that business sense behind us. And then when we hire other people with business sense, they take advantage of our ignorancy. So
right. But Michael Jackson spoke out. Prince would speak out. They would tell you, you don't need these big labels behind you. Produce and manage your own stuff. And what happened to them? They accidentally. How did Prince accidentally pass away in the elevator over some medicine he'd been taking for a long time? Something happened. They get the people that's closest to you.
Do you know what really nobody don't ever talk about? Luther Vandross Sutton.
Yeah.
Luther Vandross, that just this thing, they say he done passed. And he was talking about the same thing about getting his royalties before he passed.
Right. Whenever they talk about their money that they're not getting, they mysteriously something happened to them. And I want everybody to remember during her live that she did, she kept talking, she mentioned the word diesel. She's gonna get her diesel team. A diesel. When you think of diesel, you think of a big truck that a diesel engine.
Right. Like,
guess what hit her? A diesel. The big 18-wheeler. Diesel. Think about that. They had to been sitting around and she was trying to make sure that everybody, she kept saying the word the devil, trying to take her out. Listen. And then she kept saying that the fact that make sure you she wanted as many people on that live. She didn't just say share the live. She said, call your friends up, get them over on my live. She kept saying that. She wanted everybody to watch this live. She wanted you to call up your friends and your neighbors, your family, to get them on her live. Why? She didn't want it just a few hundred people on there. And then hopefully it goes, other people start watching it later on. She want them all on that live at the same time.
The ancestors, I call that the ancestors speaking through her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it was.
She kept saying it over and over. And she used that word, devil is trying to get her. They're trying to take her out. And she waited to the end. She kept saying, at the end, she's gonna tell us something. She's gonna tell us something. That's when she brought up that label. That's when she brought up Universal Music. And and then what they did to her. And when you think about it, these young artists can make a song and they be carrying stacks of money on their back, all up on their shoulder, sleeping on it, rolling out big stacks of money like it's crazy. And she been working in an industry and she can't even roll off a couple hundred on her back. Think about it. Somebody, y'all think about this stuff. This is not a coincidence. That's why I'm going to talk about it till I shake the trees. I'm sorry about that, Panic. I get passionate.
No, I need for you to keep on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay. But I just didn't want to come in and people thinking I'm trying to overtalk you. But
I was looking for some, but I was looking for something.
Go ahead and look.
I can't find it. That's okay, y'all. I'm finna go anyway.
Okay.
I want to say thanks to my audience. Thank you guys for the Cash App, for everything. Thank you, Pinky, for being my co-host. And Thank you for being such a great friend to me as well.
Yeah.
And then when I get off that phone, I need you to call me ASAP, Pinky.
Okay.
It's an emergency.
Okay. And misdiagnosed, I see you said my baby's birthday. I claim victory. Happy birthday to your baby.
Oh, her birthday. I didn't see that. I'm sorry, Miss Danos. Happy birthday. Yes. That's her. How old is her baby?
Oh, she didn't put it in here. Wait now. She
Okay.
didn't put it in here. And
Well,
let me just say
you're
one
a
more
great
thing. Can
mom.
I
Huh?
say one more thing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry about this. Because when it comes to this story, it's just hitting me like a ton of bricks. And because think about it, when she passed away, we did not know not one. Think of how many days it's been. She passed. She was unalive on the first. The first. It was just 2 months after she made that video. 2 months. She made that video on December the 30th, 2024. December the 30th. It's only, and then she was unalived on. I keep calling it because it's not like she passed away from natural causes. Well, I'm not going to even say that because she did. But on the first of this month, so it was only 2 months after making that video, she's unalive. But also before then, they've been trying to take her out because she had seen. So she got a team together that showed her the records, receipts of how much money she's supposed to been giving and making, and what it's supposed to be in her hands. If you've been working from 40 to 50 years, how much money that she was owed, and it was in the millions. So you think those people in the van with her was just a vibe? No, no. To them it was collateral damage. They didn't care
Yeah.
about
But in the words of Martin Luther King, she said, "I'm coming to get my check." That's what Martin Luther King said. Next thing you know, he was assassinated too, y'all. He said,
it.
King said, "I'm coming to get my check."
Yeah.
Yeah. You okay, long as you dancing and singing for us, but don't step on our toes when it comes to economic and money. On that note, see y'all later. Thanks everybody for being here. Thanks for your support. And
Thank you. Thank you,
you
guys.
gotta call me, Pinky.
Okay, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna go ahead and drop down. I'm gonna call you.